And you'll take and mark on your hand from, this is going to be my right hand, but what I did is I looked at the palm side, and this line is very horizontal at the bottom of my hand, okay? So I took my pen, made a mark here, and made a mark here so I could see where the horizontal is when I flip it over. And then I matched those horizontals with the horizontal lines on my paper and traced my hand around that. And then my wrist, of course. So this is my starting point. And then what I'm doing is I'll measure up my hand from this to whatever's the straightest area. So like from here to here, I'm gonna measure. And I can either measure it on my hand or I can measure it on the paper. So that comes out to be 6 centimeters. And we're working just in centimeters. That times 60% is gonna be 3.6. So I'm gonna come over here. I know I'm gonna do, this is 6 cm, then it's gonna be 3.6. And then I'm gonna take my protractor, and this is when I start making the piece on the cardstock. I'm gonna make the whole hand on the cardstock, except for the thumb, because that comes in at a different angle. And so I've taken on my cardstock and made parallel lines, and it doesn't matter how far apart they are. So I used the ruler and used it just like this and continued making lines up. Picked a line to start on as my starting point. So this is this point. Put the center hole of my protractor on the starting point, making sure that line is with my horizontal lines. And then follow it up. So this is the line I'm after right now. So I'm going to put my ruler on it, not to measure, but to see what that angle is. And it's about 113. Okay, so that's 113. So now I'm going to come over to this piece,
And do the exact same thing.
put it on there. At my 113, I'm making a mark. So I've got a tiny little dot there. And then I know I'm making 3.6 centimeters. So I'll take my 0 centimeter, put it at my starting place, line up the ruler at my 113, and that's not right, but I'll line it up at that and draw my line. And then the end of that line is where I start the next number.
Cool.
Good.